The icy wind swept across the crystal plains of Sci-Fi, making Alex Harper tighten the collar of his jacket. His boots crunched against the frozen ground as the human envoy approached the tall, shimmering gates of the alien clan. Sci-Fi was nothing like Earth. Its sky shimmered with green auroras, and the buildings sparkled as if carved from ice and light. This was his mission: negotiate with the Lyrith clan, a proud and secretive people who had never fully trusted humans. Alex had studied their culture for weeks, memorizing their traditions and taboos. Yet, standing in front of the gates, he felt the familiar knot of tension in his stomach. Nothing prepared him for first contact. The gates opened, revealing Elder Tharian, the clan leader, and beside him, his daughter Lyra. Lyra's eyes were bright, golden with flecks of green, and her expression curious, almost playful. Her long silver hair shimmered in the cold light. She was beautiful, but Alex forced himself to focus on the mission. Elder Tharian's gaze was sharp, assessing. "Human," he said, his voice low and commanding, "why don't you touch my daughter?" Alex blinked. The question was blunt, almost insulting, yet he understood its meaning. In Lyrith culture, physical touch often indicated either respect, dominance, or trust. The elder was testing him, seeing if he would overstep the boundaries of propriety. Alex kept his expression calm. "I do not touch anyone without permission," he said evenly. "Especially someone as young and innocent as your daughter." A murmur rippled through the gathering aliens. They had not expected this answer. Most humans in the past had either flattered, lied, or been reckless. Alex's honesty, combined with restraint, immediately marked him as different. Lyra tilted her head, studying him. She did not speak at first, but there was a sparkle of amusement in her eyes. Alex sensed that she was curious about him, not in the way her father feared, but in a childlike, innocent way. Elder Tharian narrowed his eyes, skeptical. "You claim innocence, but can you prove your respect?" Alex nodded. "I will follow your rules and learn your ways. I am here as a guest, not to harm." The elder motioned, and 2 guards stepped forward. Alex was led into the heart of the settlement, a sprawling city carved into crystalline cliffs. The streets glowed faintly, and alien structures seemed to float above the ground, held up by some unseen force. Despite the beauty, there was a tension in the air. Every eye watched him, every movement analyzed. Lyra stayed near her father but often glanced at Alex. She had never met a human up close before, and his calm confidence intrigued her. Unlike other humans she had seen in holo recordings, he did not rush, he did not push, and he did not try to impress. After they arrived at a ceremonial hall, Elder Tharian addressed Alex in front of several clan leaders. "If you are to remain among us, human, you must first participate in our trial of respect. You will show restraint, wisdom, and understanding. Only then may you earn our trust." Alex nodded. He did not hesitate. "I accept." The trial was simple, but not easy. The clan arranged a series of challenges designed to test patience, perception, and restraint. In one challenge, Alex was presented with an array of delicate alien artifacts. Some were beautiful, others dangerous if mishandled. His task was to retrieve a single crystal and present it without causing harm to the others. He moved slowly, deliberately, examining each object. The other aliens whispered among themselves, surprised at his careful approach. Many of their own kind rushed, careless in their handling. Alex's fingers brushed lightly over the artifacts, respecting each one's unique texture. When he finally selected the crystal, he presented it without a single scratch on the surrounding items. A low murmur of approval passed through the hall. Elder Tharian's eyes narrowed, not with anger, but with intrigue. "You are careful, but the trial is not complete." Next, Alex was taken to the floating gardens, a serene place where alien plants glowed faintly in the dim light. The challenge here was to navigate a maze while carrying a fragile seed pod without letting it break. Alex crouched, studied the path, and moved with steady precision. When a sudden gust threatened to tip the pod, he adjusted his grip calmly. Never panicking, Lyra watched him from above, perched on a glowing platform. She could not hide her amazement. Here was a human who did not rush, who treated everything with care, even a small pod that could be destroyed in a single mistake. After the trial, Alex was led back to the ceremonial hall. The clan elders conferred quietly. The tension was thick. Humans were unpredictable, often reckless. Yet Alex had proven something unusual. He had restraint, patience, and respect. Finally, Elder Therian addressed Alex directly. Your actions show that your words are true. You respect life and innocence. But there is one more question. Why do you treat my daughter differently? Alex met the elder's gaze steadily. Because she is too innocent. She deserves respect and protection, not fear or control. She is not an object, but a person with her own thoughts and feelings. The hall fell silent. Such words were rare in any culture, alien or human. The clan had expected flattery, deceit, or arrogance. Instead, they heard honesty and moral clarity. Lyra's eyes widened in surprise, and a faint smile touched her lips. Elder Therian's expression softened slightly, though he remained cautious. You are, unlike the humans we have seen before. Perhaps you are worthy of our trust. Alex bowed his head slightly, understanding the gravity of the moment. He was not here to conquer, to impress, or to manipulate. He was here to learn, respect, and build bridges. Later, as the cold sun dipped below the crystalline horizon, Alex and Lyra walked together through the quiet streets. The icy light reflected off the towers, creating an almost magical glow. Lyra asked quietly, "Why do you treat me this way, human? Most of your kind would not care about respect or rules." Alex smiled gently. Because respect is stronger than fear, and understanding is more valuable than power. I have seen what carelessness can do, Lyra, and I will not make the same mistakes. Lyra nodded, her curiosity growing. She sensed a kindred spirit in Alex, someone who could see the world differently. Someone whose strength was not measured by force, but by patience and heart thought as night fell. The clan retreated to their homes, leaving Alex alone in a guest chamber. The walls glowed softly with crystalline light, casting dancing patterns across the floor. Alex sat by the window, looking out at the frozen plains. He knew the path ahead would not be easy. The clan still watched him closely, and the elder's suspicion was not yet gone. But for the first time, he felt a connection, not just to Lyra, but to an entire culture that was ready, slowly, to see that humans were capable of something more than mere survival. They could teach, inspire, and protect Dot and tomorrow. The real challenge would begin not a test of skill or agility, but of trust. Alex had proven restraint. Now, he would need to prove that humans could be true allies, not just outsiders. The night wind howled outside, but Alex felt calm. Somewhere in the icy city, Lyra's golden eyes watched him, and for the first time, he sensed hope. Not just for the mission, but for the possibility that humanity could make a difference in even the most alien of worlds. And with that thought, Alex Harper drifted into a quiet sleep, ready for the trials and the revelations that tomorrow would bring. The next morning, the icy sun rose over Zephora, painting the crystalline city in shades of green and gold. Alex Harper stepped out of his guest chamber, feeling a strange mix of anticipation and calm. The trials of yesterday had tested his patience, but they had also earned him a small measure of respect. The clan had watched him carefully, and now the real journey of trust was beginning. Lyra was waiting near the gates, her silver hair catching the morning light. She smiled softly, but there was still caution in her eyes. Alex approached slowly, mindful of the unspoken rules. "Good morning, Lyra," he said. "Shall we continue?" She nodded, tilting her head in curiosity. "The elders are watching you closely. You must not misstep." Alex gave a reassuring smile. "I will follow their ways. I am here to learn, not to challenge." Their first task of the day was practical. The clan elders wanted Alex to experience life in their world beyond the ceremonial halls. He would travel with Lyra into the frosted wilds, a dangerous but beautiful stretch of land outside the city. The terrain was treacherous, jagged ice cliffs, deep crevasses, and strange glowing flora that could easily injure the unwary. Alex moved carefully, studying every step. Lyra walked beside him, pointing out landmarks and subtle hazards. She had lived here all her life and knew the land intimately. Alex listened, absorbing every word, asking questions only when necessary. His respect for her knowledge impressed her, and even the hidden observers among the clan could see his patience. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed across the ice. A distant cliff trembled, and a sheet of ice began to slide toward them. Alex's instincts kicked in. Without a second thought, he pulled Lyra out of the path and found a solid ledge where they could stand safely. Lyra gasped, then looked at him with wide eyes. "You saved me." Alex shook his head gently. "We watch out for each other. That is how trust works." In the distance, 2 clan scouts had been observing the event. They reported back to Elder Tharian, describing Alex's calm, decisive action. The elder's expression softened further. The human's restraint and quick thinking were rare traits among visitors, traits that could not be faked. After the incident, Alex and Lyra continued deeper into the wilds. They discovered floating pools of liquid crystal that shimmered in the sunlight. Lyra laughed softly as Alex carefully dipped a gloved hand into the pool, marveling at its warmth despite the icy surroundings. "You are careful with everything," she said. "Even this fragile pool." Alex smiled. "Every life, everything, has value. That is how I live." Lyra's admiration for him grew, and the bond between them strengthened, not through touch, but through shared understanding. She began to see humans differently, not as clumsy or reckless outsiders, but as beings capable of moral courage and empathy. Their return to the city, however, brought new challenges. The clan elders had arranged a cultural trial, designed to test Alex's ability to respect not just individuals, but an entire society. He was presented with a sacred ritual hall, filled with intricate carvings and ancient relics. His task was to arrange a ceremonial display without disturbing any of the sacred items. One wrong move could insult the clan deeply. Alex moved slowly, observing the placement and patterns carefully. Lyra whispered guidance when he hesitated, and together they worked methodically. Every artifact was placed correctly, every symbol aligned with precision. The elders watched silently, their expressions revealing nothing, but their approval was growing. After hours of careful work, Elder Tharian finally spoke. "You have shown respect for our ways, human. But words are easy, and actions speak louder. There is one final test before you may truly earn our trust." Alex nodded. "I understand. I will do what is required." The final test came unexpectedly. A sudden tremor shook the city. Ice cracked, and a hidden cavern collapsed beneath a section of the settlement. People screamed, running from the danger. Alex immediately understood the stakes. Dozens of clan members, including children, were trapped in the unstable structures. Without hesitation, Alex sprang into action. He organized a human-style rescue, guiding small teams, using tools to stabilize the ice, and carefully carrying injured clan members to safety. Lyra stayed close, helping calm frightened citizens and pointing out hidden dangers. The rescue continued for hours. Alex's calm presence inspired the alien clan. They had never seen a human act not out of fear or greed, but with pure purpose and care for life. Every move he made was precise, every decision thoughtful. By the end of the day, all the trapped clan members were safe. Elder Therian and the other leaders watched, visibly shaken by the humans' bravery and intelligence. That evening, in the ceremonial hall now filled with soft, glowing light, Elder Therian addressed Alex once more. "Human, your actions speak more than words ever could. You have shown restraint, patience, and courage. And you have never once harmed my daughter or disrespected her." Why? Alex met the elder's gaze, calm and unwavering. "Because she is too innocent. She deserves protection, respect, and freedom. She is not an object nor a prize. She is a person, and that must always come first." The hall fell silent. The words were simple, yet profound. Lyra's eyes glistened as she stepped forward. "You understand," she whispered. "You see me as I am, not as they expect you to." Elder Therian remained silent for a long moment. Then, slowly, he nodded. His stern expression softened into something almost like approval. "Perhaps humanity is not what we feared. Perhaps your kind can teach us something important." The clan began to whisper among themselves. Humans, they realized, were not just strong or clever. They could be wise, patient, and compassionate. Alex Harper had proven that humanity could inspire trust and respect even in the most alien of worlds. Over the next days, Alex continued to work alongside Lyra and the clan. They shared stories, exchanged knowledge, and even celebrated small victories together. Alex introduced simple human technologies that helped stabilize buildings and improve energy efficiency, while Lyra taught him the secrets of Zephyra's floating gardens and delicate ecosystems. Through these exchanges, Alex built a bridge not only of trust but of friendship. Lyra laughed more freely around him, no longer cautious, and the elder's sharp gaze softened whenever Alex entered a room. The final moment came during a clan ceremony, a celebration of life and survival. Alex was invited to the center of the hall, a position of honor among the aliens. Elder Therian spoke to the gathered crowd. "This human came to our world as an outsider. He could have acted recklessly or selfishly, as many before him have. But he did not. He respected our ways, protected our people, and honored the innocence of my daughter. Today, he's earned our trust and admiration." Alex bowed humbly. He felt the warmth of acceptance, not as a conqueror or diplomat, but as someone who had proven the true values of humanity, honor, restraint, and empathy. Lyra stepped forward, her golden eyes meeting his. She smiled, a mixture of admiration and gratitude. "You have shown us that humans can be extraordinary," she said softly. Alex returned the smile. "And you've shown me that trust, patience, and understanding can cross even the widest gaps between worlds." The ceremony ended with quiet applause, alien voices blending into a harmonious song. Alex felt a sense of peace he had not known before. He had not only completed his mission, he had earned the respect of an entire alien clan and shown that humans could shine brightly, even among the stars. As night fell over Zephyra, the icy plains glowing under the auroras, Alex stood beside Lyra on a high balcony. The wind was sharp, but it did not chill him. He looked out at the alien city, shimmering and alive, and realized that humanity had left its mark here, not through conquest or domination, but through morality, courage, and respect. And for the first time, Alex knew that the galaxy might see humans not as reckless outsiders, but as a species capable of inspiring even the most cautious and proud civilizations. The elder had asked a question days ago: "Why don't you touch my daughter?" Alex had answered simply, yet powerfully, "She's too innocent." In that answer lay the truth, not just about Lyra, but about humanity itself. The stars above Scifi shone brighter that night, as if acknowledging the human who had dared to show respect, courage, and wisdom where many would have only seen fear. And somewhere in the quiet of the icy city, Lyra whispered to herself, smiling, "Maybe humans are not so different after all."